Yo, banange mugamba chi banange Uganda at 60 we straight Afro Paloza ndi bulungi look at me mwebale kumpagira mwebale tuwagira kubanga je mukomo tuwagira banange birangi sayina yadda akanyama ntunulira nzani eno birangi fashion mixed with Kali clothing naga dokufana namu ku pepe Kale sure yes yeah mwana chakabi nyonyonyonyo naye mu byonna byonna kiraga nti gye tulaga waliyo future era abo tubanga essaawa za leero oba mu kaseera kano Zex birangirangi gwomanyi kuva eri mu Ghetto Voice Search ne Bobi Wine ali kati ku stage yemu n'abayimbi abato banne katogeza nga Rema naye nga baseringa globally baseringa international. I believe not only me but even my gang we are going to reach there soon. Yeah man. Yeah, I'm so happy bwabanga mwana muto nganze like nga muvubuka just okutegeeza kubanga kiba kiraga future bwabanga ndabye Rema emyaka gye yenkana n'ebintu byakola ayimbe ne Selena Gomez ayimbe ne bani wow who am I nange namu meetings nendaba kye kitegeeza okuba era nange I'm making myself more ready to shoot the international market. Well, I learned a lot from his speech. Era yagambye mu bintu byasinze okwogera ko unity n'okubanga beeyagaliza. Yagambye Nigeria bonga baba yimbi competition weri ne bonga balwana as much as they can nti competition ne ebera healthy ne respect okubanga respecting aba elder kati nga bwenda baba n'abaana abatototo abagenda bavuma abakulu kiboko zigenda bakwata oyo dogo muveko oyo dogo mwana ekyo kidogo nawe soko kizeri njagala ngambe ku bantu abalina mu ku gundi kunsa mwana muto ku ngeri gyali mu ku reasoning right now alinga atamanyi nti ayimiridde ku bibegabega by'abajjajjabe you know. So if you start dissing the elders, that means you're going astray. He's confused by the hype. So never be confused by the hype, my youth. Your youth, be steady and be wise. Manyi chinawe. Nga twalabya bayina amanyi. Ajye baleko. Yes sir. You know, let me tell you something. In this era jetulimu over industry jetulimu, there's what they call respecting the game. Sobola kola bya sobola kola. Bichi bya sobola kola bya sobola kola. Ate n'ekirala talents zino twetago ziteeka wamu tuzicombining okitegedde tumugambe nti mwana kiba bwe kiti tulina okwewabula nno mwana nno era nze njagala muyitamu nga dogo mubuliriremuko kitegera kubanga ekyo mwana yo era mwana mbinyo. But what will Kenzo say? What will Wizzo say? What will Maddox say? I mean, like let's talk about real artists. You know? You're not a real artist? Oh, what would I say, man? I don't know. Yes. No. In general, I'm talking about in general. Of course, Bobi Wine now chimanya mukwata ka abantu isabubi. I know call apology. Okusobola okusigaza ekitiibwa kyengaye alemate kukola kikweyononera kubanga si kugaana alina byakoze okitegedde naye talina kubeera confused by the hype, you know. Yeah man, never be distracted by the hype. You need to be focused as a youth. Fe tukuze bakitusomesa mwana. No man, let me tell you something. Abantu tubesibirako bwerere. Sinti kuba Bobi Wine postinze show yo nti egenda kola. Sikubanga nti postinze show yo nti egenda kola. Sikubanga nti oli but it is unity. Ayinza okuba tafunye budde okitegedde oba nga tewali message. Omanyi communication mu bulamu buno, it's very important. You know, we need to communicate. Ekyo kyayogedde yali badde akyogera kale ng'omuntu omukulu ategera omuzadde, yali badde kale abako kyakola n'agamba mwana kasindike buno obubaka mu bakulu so sikudda ku mpewo kya buvunaanyizibwa. Anyway, namwe mumanyi amazima. Wanji? Katonda ye namba emu. Katonda ye namba emu. Namba 2 yenze. Katonda ye namba emu. Katonda nga tumutadde ebbali nga zze wali ne bamuzeeyi bange bazze wali kati nze namba emu. Anti akayimba nakakuyimbira buli omu ye namba emu buli kyakola yegwe champion mu ekyo kyokola ne mistake weviira oba obuzibu buviira kwe kulaga nti gwe namba emu w'abano bonna. Ebya namba emu biba bikola wuwo naye buli omu alina kyamanyi. So tulina okuwuliragana zino zonna namba emu ne zibeera akaganda ne tufuna ekinywa ne tutunda ati waffe nga bannayuganda. Oba muteeke mu namba ki? Ali mu namba ki? Ogenda kumpa namba ki? Mpaayo enamba. Mpaayo enamba gye muwa. Mpaayo enamba gye mbamuwa kubanga namba emu gy'omuwadde ye namba emu. Namba 10 ye namba 10. Nkugambye buli omu ye namba emu. Kati nze wano nze namba emu. Nawe gwe namba emu mu kyokola. Kubanga nagamba namba emu ye namba emu mu namba emu. Namba emu ye namba emu mu namba emu. Kati gwoze ku muvubuka nganza akuba mu kyalo ne mu kibuga. No, I know kwetunulamu ng'omuntu. Omanyi wabawo Sudiation association kasitejja ngamba bano bo botambula nabo nga bakusudia yogera kino yogera kiri ne wabawo yo moment gyoba muweke waka no meditating ambi wayogedde. I want this guy, my brother, to go and think about the words he said, then yakomewo kubanga the same guy ye yajjanga ku street ekamo kyanga mulaba nga yegayirira okitegedde yegayirira ate amaze okubako kyafuna kyaga kye bamutuusaako ate kati ayagala kola ki kubalinnyako tetujja kikkiriza man.
It's day.
How are you doing, Naawe?
Man, in this day, man. What you money, bro? Yes, sir. I mean, it's always good to invite people from all over to share in what we're doing. At the end of the day, this is a Ugandan experience, Uganda's independence. That's the priority. So for me, I'm looking forward to seeing the other 57 acts from Uganda, as well as the brothers who've come from West Africa, South Africa, North Africa. I think we have performers from Kenya. There's performers from all over Africa who've come to do it. So yeah, I'm very glad. I'm very happy to be on the show. Yeah.
We are seeing the same artists sharing the same stage.
Yeah.
These people. What is your take about that?
The same artists, same Ugandan artists.
And Ugandan artists, if they don't advertise them on the coast of Nigeria, Nigerians cannot sell in Uganda. How is that?
I believe that in Uganda, you have to have Ugandan acts. Like, hands down, in Uganda, you're doing a show. It does not help culture. It does not help patriotism. We're the best performers on the continent, by far. I think no matter who has come with their hits, everyone can see that Uganda is miles and miles ahead when it comes to stage performance. You can put a Bobi, you can put a Bebe, you can put a Navio, you can put a Myth against any of the rappers, any of the reggae artists. We have people who can match any artist. So a show, first and foremost, has to be patriotic. It's like radio stations. Radio stations in Uganda that don't play Ugandan music, for me, should not be in Uganda. shows that don't promote Ugandan artists shouldn't be in Uganda. So even if you bring an outsider, you still need to make sure you have 10, 20 of us to show the local flavor, to keep it, you know.
Okay, let's talk about Uganda since then.
Yes.
I've been here for years. The revolution of music, where we began and where we can now.
Yeah.
Have you seen some improvement and what you have seen?
I think the evolution of music has been amazing. You had quality artists that I have pulled from even. You know, you think about even the decade we became independent. You know, there's music from 1966, which I feature on my brand new album. The first song on Vibes Out the East on my album is with Eli Wamala. And it is a song from 1966. The quality, the sound is perfect. So these people, they have something to teach us. Our ancestors, the people who did the songs and the people who did the music before us have something to teach us. Staying true to what we do is what makes us unique. And there's such a thing as timeless classic music. It's why I'm going to be able to step on stage and do Ingalo first for the next 10 years. When you make a classic song, it lasts through the ages. Injogereza, Nawuliranga. Those are not hits. That's classic music. That is real music. And that's why it touches people. And I think that is what we have to learn from those guys, you know. From the past. The 60 years of music has been exciting. Think about how many people have come in and out of the music industry. How many greats we've had. You know, the classic albums that we've had. Still, they're saying now in the top 3, Vibes Out the East, Afrigo, and Philly Lutaya, now the top 3 albums ever released from Uganda. Only one of them is released in 2022. The other 2, Philly Lutaya. The other one, Afrigo. It tells you something. You know, there's a story of music that we're painting. It's in our 60 years, and it's going to be going into the future. We need to start leading. We need to start leading the way as far as music is concerned on the continent. So yeah.
Recently you appeared on Gravity stage. You came to support him. But after that show, he declared himself as number 1.
Yeah.
He is the number 1 despite the fact that it's Chameleon, Bobi Wine.
Yeah.
This is his generation as
Yeah.
king now.
Yeah.
If he can fill up with Gogo,
Yeah.
without their posts and their
Yes.
this is the number 1.
Yes.
The best artist in Ghana.
Everyone has their own opinion. I'm glad the boy is confident, and I think that he's now put himself back in his category of music because he's close to raga. That's his stuff. He's a rap guy. But he's closer in terms of his music to that raga. So I'm like, why doesn't he go? Let him go and take the crown. If he thinks he's better than him, let him go and take the crown. In his tape, that is, wow. For me, longevity is very important. So you have someone like Bebe Chameleon, that's 30 years. 30 years in music, 20 years on top. That's not easy. If Gravity is at his peak now, I want him to still be here in 20 years. Then I can be like, yo, this is one of the all-time greats. But you know, when you're dealing with Bebe, Bobi, I mean, it's very difficult. But for right now, you know, he's doing very well, no complaints, and he's rapping. Of course, I cannot complain.
You and the Gravity, the beef is still there.
No, I performed at his show. No, I have no real beef with any human being. Because everyone who says they have beef, when they come to me, they smile. They shake my hand, or they apologize on TV twice. So I you know, at the end of the day, I don't really have beef in this industry, because whether it's on music, whether it's on street, I handle myself very well. So I don't think there's any real beef or competition in terms of that for me. I'm here. My only competitor is myself, as I say. And like I say, you know, it's people are already talk about this latest album of mine as one of the 3 classics of all time in Uganda music. Vibes Out the East, Afrigo, and Philly Lutaya. So for me, that is already enough, you know. That's the legacy I want to leave behind.
Do you believe that Gravity attacking the elders of the music can still sustain his music?
I believe that he's found a pocket, and he's done very well to make sure that the people who come to his shows come to be entertained, they come to be active, they come to get blazed and, you know, have a good time. He's ensured that. And so when you capture people like that, it's going to last for a long time. How long, I'm not sure, because they're very talented people, but he's going to have to reinvent himself also as time goes on. But for right now, man, I'm like, you know, big up, you know, let him keep doing his thing. And if he can catch Bebe and Bobby and Chameleon, I mean, and those, you see, the problem with all those brands is they've been big in Africa, the whole of Africa. You understand? You say these guys' names in Mali, and people know who you're talking about. Those three. So if he can, in the next 10 years, move himself international, he can now really start having that conversation. Like, guys, I'm the baddest where I'm from, and remember, when guys were doing their shows, there wasn't a culture of going out and packing places up. That was a culture we created. Us guys of 20 years ago, we created the culture of making shows that people come to. It wasn't the fashion. You go on radio, TV, you do your show at Sabrina's, done. But doing proper concerts, they made it possible. So that's why you have to give respect to the guys who came before. Bebe, Bobby, Chameleon, Navio, I'm also there. You give respect to those guys because they came before you. They opened the door for you to do that. If you started right now, fresh, new, you know what I mean? So they created the door. You always have to respect the guys who came before you.